Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Wednesday, the 24th of September. Nicola Willis is standing behind the Prime Minister despite his ranking slipping in the Herald's latest Mood of the Boardroom survey. Chris Luxon was ranked 15th place on a list of ministers inside and outside Cabinet, a sharp drop from 6th place last year. Nicola Willis and Erica Stanford are ruling out any leadership ambitions, with Willis revealing she never wants to be Prime Minister. She says Chris Luxon is safe in the top job.
The thing that really struck me when I read the report was how invisible it is to many, the coalition management that he deftly does behind the scenes to create stability out of three quite different parties.
Meanwhile, Willis concedes the government's hopes for economic growth are yet to eventuate. The Mood of the Boardroom survey shows only about a third of business leaders back the government's current growth agenda. The Finance Minister told Mike Hosking the recovery isn't happening as fast as people would like.
I accept people haven't seen all of that yet and they want to see it. They're impatient, they're frustrated in some cases. I share their impatience. I share their desire to get this economy going.
Early childhood education teachers say repeated pleas for change are being ignored, leaving many ready to quit. NZEI's latest workforce report has found a third of teachers have frequently considered leaving the sector in the past 6 months. Respondents cite burnout, the direction the sector's going in, and high workloads as the top reasons. NZEI convener Sally Griffin says the future is looking bleak, and this survey reflects that.
There is hope if the government wants to come to the party, come and sit around the table with the experts in the field that know what is needed.
A cabinet minister isn't revealing if the government has formed a position on recognising a Palestinian state. Foreign Affairs Minister Winston Peters is in New York for the UN General Assembly, where he'll announce if New Zealand will join the likes of Australia, France and the UK. Donald Trump has lashed out in a speech to the UN today, saying these countries are rewarding Hamas for atrocities they've committed. Minister Mark Mitchell told Mike Hosking Peters is right to take a careful approach.
You're never going to get lasting peace in the Middle East until you get a two-state solution. To do that, you need governments on both sides that are willing to get around the table and are highly motivated to make compromises and actually achieve it.
Frustration from Kiwi GPs over Donald Trump's unfounded claims about paracetamol, vaccines and autism. The US president linked the medicine to autism, however MedSafe says there is no evidence of this. General Practice New Zealand Chair Brian Betty says they're dangerous comments and verging on outrageous.
It does make me angry, and it makes a lot of my colleagues angry that we've got back into the space of denying the science, of saying that science doesn't have a role to play.
To sport. The launch of the world's first portable brain scanner is set to revolutionise concussion diagnoses for rugby players. The device can detect such head injuries in 2 minutes. A change in interim captain for the Silver Ferns' second netball test against South Africa tonight in Napier. Kelly Jackson will take charge after Karen Berger had the honour in the opening win at Auckland. And Liverpool have continued their perfect record so far this football season with a 2-1 victory over Southampton in the third round of the League Cup. I'm Malcolm Jordan, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.